In diagram, point P lies on circle C, while point X lies within circle C, horizontal to the point C and vertical to point P. While expressions correctly show the relationship between the radius of circle C and the legs of triangle CXP, there is more than one correct answer choice. Select all correct answer choices. So it's wanting us to find equations on how we could correctly find the just equations that show what this distance would equal. So first and foremost, there could be something with the Pythagorean theorem, which would be similar to this. So I would be looking for the x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. That is using the Pythagorean theorem. If we took it a step back and asked, well, what is x minus h? X minus h is this length of CP. So I could actually say that this x minus h is just the distance of CP being squared. And y minus k represents the distance. Y minus k represents this distance right here, which could be also represented by xp, because that is the side length of that distance. And the radius is actually side length C to P. So I could also, this one should be C to X. So this would be C to P being squared. And I notice that this is CX squared equals. That's not quite what we wrote here. We have CX squared plus XP squared is equal to PC squared. Is that similar to our CP? Yes, they just wrote this title from going from P to C. It's still the same side length. So that one is also correct. And then we could also find, we know that one's incorrect. We also know this one is incorrect because h minus k is subtracting a x coordinate, subtracting a y coordinate from an x coordinate, which doesn't help us find any type of distance. So this one's incorrect too. And so let's check and see if this is also correct, what happened. And I'm just noticing that this is x minus h squared, which is right here, and y minus k squared, which is right here. So I'm thinking, well, what's the difference? And the difference is this is r and this is r squared. So I'm asking myself, well, is there a relationship with this square root and a squared to see if I could figure it out? And there is, because if you want to undo a square, you square root both sides. So then this would end up with the square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, which is right here. And then the square root of r squared simplifies down to just be r. So that is also another representation of the radius. So if you don't have these in your notes, I would highly just encourage you to write these, and I would title it How to Find the Radius in a Circle. And I would just write each of these with this picture in it.